Alrighty then. A little bit later than the 9 to 11 streaming block I've been trying to keep. Not nearly as late as yesterday. Now let's go hunt some more communists. These ones are just a little tech savvy. It is commie season, and I am a-goin' hunting. I do have Prestone with me. Yes, they took over the satellite array, yet somehow the satellite dishes and all that jazz don't work. Probably because after 200 years the satellites fell out of orbit. There's nobody there to keep them in orbit.
Point in leaving that for the scavengers.
Indeed, but most of what we want is scrap from the robots. The robots! Sadly, did not have any new mods for us. New mods were what we wanted. Saves us the hassle of having to build them from scratch. I want to go light on just how much we pick up because it's very easy to get over encumbered here, and that is the last thing we want to do. Funny to think that there was just this one access. Just this one tiny little access. Very, very efficient. Yep. Can't take over the National Guard training yard for the Minutemen as a location, even though it's a prime target in the Commonwealth. Can't take over Fort Hagen, even though we come here like 2 or 3 different times. Can't even take over this and then have Minutemen troops here. Where we could have some tanks to send over to Corvega to get refurbished. You know? Could have had a whole scenario like that of really not just rebuild the Minutemen, but make them a power to rival the Brotherhood and the Institute, because you retake over the same kind of shit that the Gunners would. But nope, Bethesda can't do that. They just don't have thought power. Just don't. All the creative people there are missing something.
Hold up.
those creative people. They're missing something. Missing a lot, actually. See? Tanks. Get these things out of here. Refurbish them. Shouldn't be possible in the text. Fallout 2, you get a fucking car. Nope, that's just something to consider. Ouch.
Just getting warmed up over here. Playing games.
You. I think that's all of them.
Yep, that should be about all of them. So much nice, tasty loot. Usually we come here, it's a suit of XO1. Instead it's a suit of T60. Presto, and you'll wear it. Save us the hassle before we pick it up. So now I need aluminum. Where there are surgical areas, there are surgical trays. Lems have a nice tasty amount of aluminum. Aluminium. Spelled aluminum, but we pronounce it aluminium. Wouldn't sound right if we didn't say it aluminium. Throw the back. Fuck the pen. The sword is mightier. You can do some shit with pen and paper, but he who swingeth the sword wins. Now I'm going to tell him to get into this. He will not be able to do it, will he? Breastone, get over here. Don't just stand there like a fucking idiot. Don't walk away. Get over here. Come on. Inch closer to me, you son of a bitch.
Hey.
What do you need? Aye, aye, sir.
Oh, hey, look at him go. Move, you big hulking bastard. Ugh.
That's it.
How's my suit? We need that. Come all the way over through here. that stuff to lighten our load. We're going to pick up a heavy-ass bag of cement. Tarberry. Tarberry is a cranberry in order to survive in waters usually polluted, hence the tar in the name.
Got it.
Beetroot used to be grapes. And potatoes, well, potatoes used to be something resembling tomatoes. Alone. See, the thing is, we're not going to just stupidly deal with that first. Then we talk to this bitch. I've actually been looking forward to covering this part for a certain reason.
You don't look like one of the Rust Devils. What are you doing here?
Hunting down a radar beacon.
A radar beacon. How very interesting. That's a very specific part to be searching for. And you don't look like the typical part scavenger type to me. I calculate a 98.8% chance that you're looking for the Mechanist. If I'm correct, and I usually am, then perhaps we can help each other with our respective predicaments.
I could definitely use the help.
I thought you might say something like that. Now, how can I put this as simple as possible so someone at your processing speed can understand? In order to find the Mechanist, you're going to need more than just my radar beacon. You're going to need access to the facility. I'm willing to provide said access, but you'll have to fulfill two simple conditions. One, you need to get me as far away as you can from these lunatics. And two, find me a new body. Once both conditions are satisfied, I'll gladly provide you with everything you need. Do we have a deal?
Deal.
A wise decision. Once we're at our destination, I'll happily relinquish my radar beacon as a gesture of good faith. Now, I strongly suggest you stop loitering in the middle of a hostile location and get us both out of here at once.
Alright, now then, this brain jar. A brain floating in biomed gel. She's basically no different than the Titans of Doom. Agamemnon, Hecate, what's the other one? Barbossa, or Barbarossa. I think it's Barbarossa. Yes, basically a Cymac. All she needs now is a new robo-body. The thing I wanted to bring up was...
Watch the tripwires. I'd rather keep myself intact today, thank you.
Having her talk like this about the stuff we come across reminds me of the Stealth Suit Mark II from Old World Blues, and I miss it so much. I miss that Stealth Suit. It was my friend. Best part of the wasteland. Best part of the Mojave. That super sneaky Stealth Suit. And I miss it.
You really are taking the path of most resistance here, aren't you?
Maybe the monsters have stealth suits too.
And identify for you.
Anything useful? What you got left in you? Do you have a zip over here?
Are you trying to get us killed?
No. I'm not trying to get us killed. In fact, we're staying quite alive. Who is this Mechanist? His bloody robots are everywhere. Every junkyard, every factory, even that robotics pioneer park. How are we supposed to find parts for our own bots with this loser cutting us off its path? It's not like we don't fight back, but geez, we kill a group of his bots and 10 more appear. Does this guy just pump them out at some assembly line somewhere? Yes. Finding him is our top priority, because what else are we going to do while he keeps getting in our way? We will find him, make a bot from his bones, and force it to take out our trash. It's a routine scrapping mission. We're going to go in, take the 4 Protectron bots, and get out. No big deal. Yeah, recon on location warned us of a Deathclaw in the area, whatever. With our bots, the Deathclaw might as well be a mole rat. No big. We even managed to sneak in and get to the bots without waking the monster. Well, as we were trying to get the bots out of there, a horde of Mechanist bots showed up, started fighting us to get at their loot, or our loot. Because the universe has a sick sense of humor, this woke the Deathclaw. So then we had to deal with that too. In short, we lost 3 men and 2 of our bots were pulverized. But we did manage to nab one of the Mechanists' We managed to nab one of the Mechanist's robobrains alive. I'm hoping it will lead me to the bastard that keeps messing with our shit. Ahab. The Deathclaw that killed my men? I stuck his skull on a bot. Not just any bot, but the ultimate death bot. Ahab will be at my side when I find the Mechanist and get revenge for what he did to the Rust Devils. I just hope we don't pulverize his bones in the process. I want to use them to make something fun. Yes, raiders and their creativity. They'll make things from your bones. And this is why we called them communists, and we killed them with great. That's basically what's going on. The communist does not want to work for himself on a farm. Farms suck. Much easier to just take what other people produce. In the name of sharing and equality. Yes, that is the way of the communists. So to kill them before they kill us. Here in the wasteland, at least things...
I got him!
At least things are simpler. There's no more pretense of, oh, we can't talk about inciting violence. That'll make you as bad as they are. Either we do what works or we die. Take your pick. Oh, you choose death? Well, I don't, so fuck off. That is where I'm at. These people say death to me because I have the pale skin and a certain set of junk hanging between my legs. I say no, you first. I'd rather live and let live, but some motherfuckers just can't leave well enough alone. There's nothing better than being alone.
Hey,
What is it?
Benefit of having him in the power armor is he can carry more of the shit. Yes, Prestone, just take it all. Woo! Now I can move around again. Okay, motherfucker. Oh, you son of a bitch, you cheeky bastard. Thank you. Up and away.
Based on my limited experience with you, I estimate a 65% chance of making it out of here. Not optimal. An increase in effort could have an impact on the odds.
Now listen here, you cunt. We're doing just fucking
This
fine.
is the one that ripped my head off. I demand we rip her head off. It's only fair.
Thing is, I don't want to...
Had I a body, I would have
Open
killed her
fire,
myself.
keep firing.
Oh well. 6 of one,
God for
half
sins.
dozen of the other. Good job, human.
Tesla rifle. And again, I'm carrying too much. The things we're going to drop are the things we don't need, like the robot armor. We just don't need it. And that piece is total repair, just like that. And we wanted to avoid, and we couldn't avoid it. Come on, come on. The old nuclear football.
hey,
Point me to it.
Okay, so about 29 pounds we can carry. Alrighty then, we are completely at our limit. That's just fine. We'll be getting out of here easy peasy as soon as we open this door. Then I'm going to head back here to make a point I started on, and yet... See, okay, doors. These doors. Surely they could be opened. These could be opened too. And we've got a path this way that'll lead out. But also... these fucking doors. See, if I were writing this and having the Minutemen take over this place, oh, we're scrapping a bunch of this Raider shit. So we want these doors open. So that we can get these tanks out of here and somehow over to Corvega. Maybe we could find enough parts here and bring some parts from Corvega to get them running here and fixed up here. I mean, they did do maintenance here, obviously. And there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tanks at least, if not some more stashed somewhere else. But no, this area can't be used in a fashion like that. It's just to clear the hostiles, pick up the brain in a jar, and that's it. That's it. And it's one entrance. Stairs, nice, easy to come down. A person in power armor has no problem. But then a ladder. and a hatch. That's it. That's it. That's the one access point, making the entire dungeon circular. Oh, Bethesda, Bethesda, Bethesda. Could have had it where we really...
Thank goodness we are out of that hole. Don't think your job is done. I refuse to cooperate until you provide a body that meets my standards.
Listen, take your fucking standards and shove them right back into the wrinkly folds of your that they came from. Everywhere. Kick me, bitch. Well, because a bitch had to mention her standards. She could take her standards and fucking choke on them. Yep. Not that I'm saying it's bad to have standards. It's good to have standards, but bitches and their standards can go to hell. Go to hell and get fucked. Fuck's this? iBot pod, what the fuck is... Ah. Yeah. I think here that a bunch of drunk idiots got stuck. This happened and they died there. And here to be just a sleeping sentry bot.
Guess they aren't gonna need that anymore.
Right, a little encumbered. I mean, I have... The remote would... place, you go to turn left and you wind up in a circle. Oh. You.
Heads up.
Okay. What a...
Stuff back. We're gonna just drop off. And we will get to cracking.
What am I doing?
Heads up.
Point
Hey,
it out. What's on your mind?
I need you to get out of your power armor.
Sure thing.
Now, I will get into it. Still walks slowly. Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Greetings, buddy. Would you like a cold one, or did you want to hear a joke?
I'll take a beer.
Cold and refreshing.
2 Gwinnett ales, Minukas. Yep. Yep. Don't. Alright then. Sweetness. I can actually take an ice called Nuka Cola Quantum, and it'll go right back up to 10. He will be really full of Nuka Cola once we handle Nuka World. That's a bit of fun a while away. We're going to head to Far Arbor before that. Before we even get there... Yes. Before we even get to Nuka World at Far Harbor, we gotta take on the Mechanist first. Now, will it let me build? I'm right, it won't. Or maybe it will. Great. Come on. Cooperate with me. One right there. The second one, come on. Fuck it. It. Just gonna drop all the stuff that I don't keep or collect. Yeah, the liquor decanter. It's not like we could ever really use it. Elsewise we would. Clean it out with a little Abraxo and then have a nice decanter full of bourbon. Well, see, that's another fun thing. In New Vegas, you could even find a nice big bottle of pretty green absinthe. Here in the Commonwealth, no such luck. Rum you find, but no absinthe. Oops. All this crap I have not bothered to scrap. Because, fuck it, would take too much time. Still over encumbered. Now, damn it. I love how people think to call me when I'm in the middle of shit. And they have just the perfect timing when I'm in the middle of shit to fucking call me. Sorry, but I cannot answer you. I am in the middle of something. Now then, do I have the level 4? Not quite to Uno Mas. No mas. Right, I took Scrapper. I still need Robotics Expert, Blacksmith, and Science. Let's start with that. Well, we have Blacksmith rank 1, so we'll just need rank 2 and Science. Let's get that way. Next up, we're going for the mods. We can finally put a suppressor on our rifle and be in business that way. Okay. I'll just stick that there. Great mentats handy. Cutting fluid, however, we will scrap. But what it has... Now let's go see what we can cook up. We're going to talk to Ada and build Jezebel a body. Because people have been bugging me, I may cut this stream short. Yes, everybody's insisting I fucking call them. What? God damn it. These motherfuckers. Yep. Yep, we're cutting the stream short today. Wanted to have... Wanted to have the Mechanist done, confronted, and defeated. Guess not. Right. First talk to Ada. And build Jezebel her body.
Here you go, Ada. The final radar beacon. I'll need that head back when you're done.
Of course. Shouldn't take but a moment. There you go. Still in one piece. I'm not sure why you want the head back. All we needed was its radar beacon. Besides, robo-brains are notorious for being, well, a real pain in the neck.
I mean, a pain in the ass.
What else do you know about them, Ada?
Quite simply, it's the first time General Atomics produced a successful union between organic matter and robotics. The brain is used both as a control unit and a data storage unit, which is far more efficient than using standard circuits. Unfortunately, there were a lot of programming issues with these robots, which caused them to be a bit, shall we say, unhinged. Hopefully, this particular robo-brain will have some of the answers that we've been seeking.
We still need it, Ada. I believe it can help us access the Mechanist's facility.
Of course. It makes perfect sense that the Mechanist would not only keep its location a closely guarded secret, but would secure it against intrusion as well. I'm terribly sorry. I hadn't considered that possibility at all. I'm afraid when it comes to assisting humans, I'm not doing very well lately.
Don't be ridiculous. If it wasn't for you, we couldn't have gotten this far already.
That's kind of you to say. Ever since I let my friends die in that caravan, I feel like I've been failing in my duties. I chose the route we took the day we were attacked. Perhaps if I had selected an alternate route, they'd still be alive. Sometimes I wish that Jackson had programmed me with my personality mode set permanently to disabled.
Your personality defines you as an individual. Never let that go.
You're right. All of the good memories I've experienced being Ada would be lost if my personality mode was shut down. I can't afford to lose them. I really think I needed to hear that from someone else. Thank you. Now I've distracted you for long enough. I'll finish up my calculations while you deal with our new friend, Jezebel. Hopefully, she'll be able to grant us access to the Mechanist's facility, and we can put an end to this nonsense once and for all.
That was the plan, and we're making decent time.
This should be interesting. I wonder what you'll build next.
It's pronounced bouquet. Yes. It's pronounced bouquet. Jeez, bouquet.
Interesting. This body you've selected for me isn't quite what I had envisioned, but it will have to suffice.
What kind of body were you expecting?
Considering I look like a junk bot that's been hastily welded together by an amateur, I'd say almost anything else would have been better. However,
Ungrateful
I suppose I
cunt.
shouldn't be surprised,
Give her a
given
new
your
body
limited
just like
skill
she
set
asked for.
derived from your equally diminished
Ungrateful
intelligence.
cunt. Never satisfied. Never happy. Never.
Sorry, Your Highness. The royal tailor has been quite ill, and I'm afraid the task fell to me instead.
If you're attempting to use sarcasm as an intimidation tactic, I'm afraid you're wasting your time. Look, it's obvious we don't care for each other's company, which suits me just fine. So, why don't you ask me everything you wanted to know, and then I'll be on my way.
Tell me everything you know about the Mechanist.
Now there's a fascinating subject. The Mechanist, amazingly adept at programming, a veritable genius with electronics. I'm not surprised you're interested. I've been dutifully carrying out the Mechanist's instructions to help the people of the Commonwealth for quite a long time.
Helping the people of the Commonwealth? You?
Absolutely. It's my primary directive. The Mechanist instructed me to seek out and help the people of the Commonwealth. By my calculations, the easiest way to help a human is simply to destroy it. There's no point in prolonging a laughably fragile life. It's the most efficient way to assist them. Any other effort to help tends to result in numerous complex side effects.
The Mechanist gave you these instructions? To kill people?
Well, not exactly. The specific instruction was to help people. I merely interpreted the most efficient way to perform my duties. Assisting a human to the best of my abilities only affords a 25% survival rate. That means there's a 75% chance that despite my efforts, the human I'm assisting will die from something beyond my control. Therefore, it's better to
Thou
hasten
shalt
a
not
human's
make a
death
machine
and
in the
put them out of
likeness
their
of a
likely
human
chance of
mind.
misery than to deplete my limited time. It's actually quite
This is
elementary.
why one should not corrupt
But
the
given your
mind
minimal
with the
intellect,
thinking of a
I suppose I
machine.
shouldn't be surprised you don't understand.
You can believe whatever you want. Just tell me how to access the Mechanist's facility like you promised.
Certainly. It's rather simple, really. In order to gain entry to the Mechanist facility, you're going to need to outfit one of your robots with an MSAT modification. I'll upload the plans to your Pip-Boy device. There. I've fulfilled my
Yes,
portion of our
wirelessly
agreement.
uploaded.
Perhaps I'll remain here for a while and see how things resolve between yourself and the Mechanist. Purely for my own amusement, of course. I suspect you'll have quite a tale to tell once you return. But then again, I'd be surprised if you ever return at all.
Yep, me and that bitch, we do not like each other. Righty then.
Excuse me.
What is it?
It's time for us to part ways.
I'll head home. Don't get yourself into trouble out here by yourself.
Ada?
I trust you've completed your business with Jezebel. I hope she wasn't too difficult.
I got what we needed.
Good. What did she say we'd need to access the Mechanist facility?
I need to outfit a robot with something called an MSAT. Jezebel gave me the plans.
A custom modification that acts as a key to the Mechanist facility. Very smart. In fact, chances are high the MSAT may be required for multiple access points, like a robot identification card. As for my task, I was able to decrypt the signal with the final radar beacon. The source is coming from a Robco sales and service center, most likely a front for a larger operation. It's time to take the offensive. Have you formulated a plan?
It's time to confront the Mechanist.
I hope you're allowed the opportunity. I too am curious as to what the Mechanist would have to say. Now, if you're ready, I believe you have an MSAT to install. Would you allow me to assist you on this mission?
Of course, Ada. Let's go.
Lead the way.
Yep. Now we take her with us. She is our access card into the place. Going Science Frank 2 and Robotics Frank. That is the one we want, and that requires armor or infantry, which is great. Screw it.
You certainly know your way around a workbench.
Alright, we're calling it here. We'll deal with this tomorrow.